Darren, there's been some heated exchanges in the House of Commons today, but the Prime Minister appears determined to hang on. He's got the liaison committee, the 1922 committee meeting again tonight. Can he hang on?
No, Alex, I think is the honest answer to all of that. I mean, I just can't see how this is now going to happen. I mean, not only have we, I think, had 21 resignations in the last, 12, 13, 14 hours or so, some of them in the last couple of minutes again. We're also now just seeing lots of MPs sending publicly letters of no confidence into Graham Brady. MPs that literally 48 hours ago were defending the Prime Minister, who've been pretty loyal to Boris Johnson through the whole Owen Paterson affair, the Partygate scandal. But this does appear to be the straw that's broken the camel's back. I'm just going to read just a little line from Simon Jupp. He's the East Devon MP. He said in a letter published literally 2 minutes ago that leaders must demonstrate integrity, honesty and set high standards that we can all be proud of. The current situation is a grotesque distraction from many of the challenges we face as a nation. I cannot tolerate this any longer, and my constituents in East Devon expect better. I could read dozens of those letters. These are Conservative MPs who are fed up to the back teeth. The question is, I think, not essentially if the Prime Minister is to go. It is now a matter of when and how, and that could be decided later on today. Lots of talk about the 1922 committee, the governing body, potentially changing the rules to see if there can be a vote of confidence again in the Prime Minister, or even suggestions that Graham Brady, the chair of that committee, might just go to Downing Street and say, frankly, Prime Minister, I've got enough letters that demonstrate a majority of the party no longer have confidence. Don't go for a vote, you will lose. At that point, will the Prime Minister resign? He seems to suggest he wouldn't. He will carry on. We got a taste of that, didn't we? At PMQs a little bit earlier on, where the Prime Minister tried to insist that, you know what, in many ways, he was simply getting on with the job.
When times are tough and when the country faces pressures on the economy, and pressures on their budgets, Mr. Speaker, and when we have the biggest war in Europe for 80 years, Mr. Speaker, that is exactly the moment that you'd expect a government to continue with its work, not to walk away, Mr. Speaker, and to get on with our job.
Really interesting, just to pick up on what I've just been saying, suggestions, again, only suggestions at this stage, but that Chris Heaton-Harris, who's the Chief Whip, is essentially going to tell the Prime Minister that the game is up. Will that be enough? In normal times, with other Prime Ministers, of course it would be enough. In fact, we probably wouldn't have got to this stage already. Can Boris Johnson cling on? Is there a way out on all of this? I just can't see it. There's not constitutionally. I think the party has now decided it has essentially moved on, and things could move pretty quickly. As I keep saying about this, yes, you're right, there's the liaison committee in an hour's time. That's going to be pretty tough for the Prime Minister. Then there is this meeting of the 1922 committee. They will have to make some pretty big decisions. There's even suggestions that some MPs started thinking about trying to start a leadership kind of contest with the other contenders in regards to the start of next week, that they want to get this done before the summer recess.